Something I realized this morning is I know it's hard to believe because of how negative my mind is and um, that kind of thing, the critical person inside my mind. Uh, but I've noticed that it's easier for me to recognize it and snap myself out of it um, and continue just on my work day, just you know I tend to struggle in the mornings, and then I find a way to snap my thinking somehow, probably with the help of God, to snap my thinking into more positiveness, um, so I can get going and face another day and get along with my work day. But I do see that as progress. Um, that I can catch myself in that stuck negative cycle in my mind and realize what's going on inside my own mind. Because in my opinion, part of being an INFJ, a big part, um, first off, is uh, knowing what you are, and um, but also mastering your thoughts, your mind, uh, because the INFJ lives inside their mind. So, since they live inside their mind for the most part, um, they have to they have to become an expert or really good at being a master of their own mind. You know what I mean? Being able to handle their own mind, in my opinion, uh, because I take medications and stuff, but as far as it isn't really enough to help me master my own mind. It has to be something that I actively try to do, uh, regardless of being on medication or not. Antidepressants, anxiety medication, ADHD. I still think mastering the mind um, is a muscle, and it's a practice, um, because I think we live inside our minds naturally, even though we don't want to. It's hard for us to snap out of it, and so you gotta make your mind a more pleasant place, pleasant thoughts. Uh, the mind is everything with the INFJ, in my opinion. Like mastering the mind, uh, and I admit I have a lot of work to do in that area, but I feel like I'm getting better at snapping out of that negative cycle that I get in a lot, and I get real negative. I'm getting better at catching that and then snapping out of it and then facing my day and start my work day. I'm getting a little better at snapping out of it. I noticed today. But anyways, I do think that's one of the keys to helping yourself out in this life, is understanding yourself, how your mind works, learning how to deal with how your mind is, working with how your mind is, because our minds function differently than the average person. It's just the way it is. It's just the way God made us, or something, or the way we grew up to survive. or yeah, that, where was I going with that thought? Kind of lost my train of thought, but yeah, our minds, no matter what we do, our minds function differently. But on the flip side, the good thing about us is we do have abilities that other normal humans do not have, and so we can see that as a positive. I don't care uh, who tries to discredit me for having abilities, who tries to say I don't have abilities, special abilities. I know I do. I always have. Well, especially with discernment. My discernment is second to none, really. Um, like I said, I knew I was in a fake religion by the age of 7. By the age of 7, I knew I was in a fake religion. With all these adults around me that don't know that. That's the discernment I have, you know. That's the curse, really. And I knew I was in a fake family at a young age as well. I knew my parents were faking it. I knew my parents didn't love each other. I knew they were faking it the whole time. I knew that at a young age. So I have this ability naturally, without me even trying, this discernment. I feel like it's my strongest ability of anything. My piercing eyesight to see through people's soul. I can see through organizations' agenda. I can see through a lot of things naturally. And I can see patterns that others don't see. I can see the repetitious cycles of things and where they lead. And I don't care who makes fun of me. I've been this way since I was young. I've had these gifts. Well, I don't consider it gifts because you can give back a gift. I just have these things and I can't give them back. They're just a part of me. Like in the Wolverine movie when Wolverine's girlfriend says something like, you have a gift, Wolverine, you're gifted, or something like that. And he's like, gifts, you can give back a gift. Because Wolverine sees himself as cursed, just like I have most of my life. I've seen myself as cursed most of my life. I didn't see being different than other people as a good thing. Not in this society. No one sees the world like you. No one thinks like you. Well, at least you thought for most of your life. No one around you is like you. It's a curse. You're sensitive to all these things that you can't handle. You can't control your sensitivities. You're more sensitive than the average human, and it makes life difficult. To me, that's a curse. And that's how I saw myself for most of my life. I saw myself as just cursed because I couldn't make myself like other people, no matter how hard I tried, and still can't. But anyways, back to the main topic is I'm getting better at snapping out of that negative thinking cycle. I'm getting better at that, and I think the universe has been helping me with that because I've been asking the universe to help me with my mind a lot, because my mind is the problem. Just mastering my own mind is the problem uh, in this world. I feel like I master it, but then, I'm still among society, and then I lose the mastery of it. It's a constant practice of trying to master my mind, um, and, in this world, basically, as I walk around this world and conduct myself in this world. Being the master of my own mind and my own ship all the time has been what I've wanted, um, because if I can master my own mind, my own thoughts, I feel like I'll be, I don't know about unstoppable, but I'll be in better shape. I'll be a force to be reckoned with. If I can master my mind, my thoughts, you know, all the time. Be the be the captain of my own ship. You know, with God helping me along the way. But anyways, um, but yeah. But I was thinking about that, when I was around normies yesterday, and there, whenever I'm around normies, I'm always hard on myself still, because I'm like, man, no matter what I do, I can't be like them. I can't see the world like them. I can't converse with each other like them. They can't converse with me on a deep level, and I know that. Um, the and I was thinking, I'm like, these beautiful women here, yes, they're beautiful to look at physically, but um, other than that, I can't connect with them on a deep level. There's nothing there beyond that, and so I'm like, despite them being attractive and all that, it's not everything. Physical um, physical beauty is not everything, that's for sure. And that's what I learned yesterday. I'm like, they're physically attractive, but I don't fully see them as attractive, because I can see their spirit, and there's not much soul there. There's not much depth there. And I hate to say that, it's hard. It was hard to connect with them, despite them being attractive physically, in the physical way, you know. Um, but I'm trying not to cut myself down and be hard on myself like I used to. Like, I'm getting a little better with that. Like, instead of just saying, I know I'm different. I know I can't connect with these people. I know I'm not in their world. I know they don't get me. I know that, but it's okay. I don't have to cut myself down. I don't have to tear myself down because of that, not being able to fit in. Basically, or be like them. And a part of me doesn't really want to be like them, because there's no real depth to them. I don't know. So I don't know. Their world seems kind of empty, and my life may not be the greatest, but their world seems kind of empty to me. Like, boring is also. Um, I don't know. And my ability to discern their spirits and all that is a curse, I think. Well, I used to see it as a curse. Because I kind of wish I couldn't do that. I kind of wish I couldn't discern people. See if they hate me, see if they, you know what I mean? Like, see if there's much there, type of a thing. I wish I couldn't. I wish I couldn't see through people. I wish I couldn't do that. And a lot of people talk about the INFJ stare. With me, it's like a super stare. You know, like I can really, even without not trying to stare, I can see through people, and it makes them uncomfortable that I can see through them. And it's almost like they know I can see through them when I'm looking through their eyes. It you know what I mean? Because I can see past the physical. I can see past their physical presentation very well. So, and I know that makes people uncomfortable, and I try not to stare, you know, but sometimes it's hard not to close my eyes all the time. You know, I can't just close my eyes when I'm walking around, you know. Wherever I look, I'm piercing through things. I'm seeing truth through things. I'm seeing the truth of things wherever I look. And I wish I couldn't do that. And that's why I was saying in my video last night that if I was most like the X-Men, it'd probably be Cyclops, because of his piercing eyes. His piercing eyes, you know, that can pierce through people. He can pierce with his eyes, you know. And I've always been like that. Since as long as I can remember, I've always been able to do that. Pierce through people, see the truth. See the truth of a whole environment I'm in. See the truth of it, as if it was bare naked in front of me. I can see the truth of it. And I wish I couldn't do that. I wish I couldn't see the truth of things. They say the scapegoat is a truth teller, but I never really talked that much. I never really told the truth a lot. I mean, like, I don't remember, you know, I was really quiet a lot of my life. I just kept to myself. I was more of a truth seer. I knew the truth in my mind. You know, I knew the truth, but I never really vocalized it. Because I knew people wouldn't understand, and they would just think I'm crazy. If I thought that their religion was false, they would think I'm nuts, you know, type of a thing, you know, that they've been in their whole lives, you know. If I told them I knew it was false, you know, that wouldn't go well, and I knew it wouldn't go well. So, anyways, but I just wanted to say that I'm getting better at snapping out of the negative cycle, I feel like. So, and I guess that's all I'll say for now.